Hey everyone, thanks for joining us today. Happy holidays. It is December, and we'll be talking about, of course, our Las Vegas market. We will start with our Las Vegas economy, talking about free trade zones and why that's important to Vegas. The good thing is that in the top 25 states, um, Clark County ranks number 89, and Reno ranks number 126 in free trade zones. We rank 20th for warehouse distribution activity, 21st for production activity, and 23rd for merchandise received. This is significant because we're competing with major waterfront ports, just showcasing that Las Vegas has a very strategic logistic location for the United States. So pretty cool stuff. All of this helps grow our economy. Um, the other big thing going on, and this is an article that I'm going to save you the whole article, but the statement is big. It's stating that Southern Nevada recession not likely in the near future. That's what economists are saying. So I'll just go into the quick summary in the fact that Southern Nevada's economic outlook is shaped by our outgoing industry diversification and resilience to recession risks. According to experts at UNLV's 2024 Economic Outlook, housing trend disparities in consumer spending and labor market transitions highlight opportunities and challenges, which shifts towards sports, entertainment, and evolving housing dynamics, which is probably why you're here. The region's development is poised for gradual growth. So pretty cool. They are predicting no recession here. So good for Las Vegas. Another pretty cool article that came up was that Nevada ranks one of the best states to open small businesses. And the summary is that with we're number one on the list. And what that means is that for every small business that closes, about 1.3 reopens. So growth is good, and I guess it's a really good opportunity to open a business in Las Vegas. So that's a pretty cool report for you business owners and entrepreneurs. As far as another local update, the West Henderson Hospital recently opened with advanced care. Pretty cool stuff. That's located right next to the Raiders practice facility. And it is servicing Southern Highlands and in the Inspirada area. There's currently about 150 beds there, and they plan to expand to 450 beds. And this is about a $370 million facility. So pretty cool stuff, helping our medical world today. Good stuff. We could certainly use the love in our healthcare. The next topic is one of our largest manufacturers, believe it or not, paper, just got acquired for $1.06 billion. Why that's important is that it'll integrate 1,700 employees, over 400 of which are in Las Vegas. So it's going to increase the company's capacity by 25%, bringing business and employment opportunities back to the valley. So pretty cool stuff there. Nevada's $1 billion budget growth fuels the economic opportunities. And what's cool about that is the Nevada state budget has grown by $1 billion, which is a 7% increase. Pretty huge. This is coming from State of Nevada's Economic Forum. So basically, this will bring statewide economic development, enabling enhanced investments and infrastructure, workforce initiatives, and community growth. So pretty cool. More money coming to Las Vegas. Another big thing that happened in Las Vegas is UNLV Rebels football just won the first bowl game in 24 years. Pretty cool stuff. Go Rebs. Represent alumni. but congratulations. They just won their bowl game, and quite an exciting year for Rebel football it was. More to come on that. So, expanding the horizons and talking about our macro economy, you may have heard this, but on Wednesday, the Federal Reserve dropped rates by 25 basis points. Pretty cool stuff. That brings the federal funds rate to between 4.25 to 4.5%. It's not the same as mortgage rates, but it tends to influence mortgage rates, hopefully in the downward direction. And a lot of people did not expect this rate cut to happen, but it did. So hopefully, again, it benefits home buyers, which also benefits sellers, and we'll see where that goes. But we're hoping for a lot of buyers that interest rates come down a little bit. So that's the macro news. Now, the big news, which is what's going on with Las Vegas housing. Let's start with single family residences. So it's been quite a weird year with ups and downs. We've experienced our first adjustment in the downwards direction the last couple months. Not by a lot, but enough to give us an indicator and enough to spark attention, on where the market's going. But there's some different controversial numbers that really change what we were thinking last month, which I'll share with you, and then we'll talk about what that means for housing, right? Number one, units sold went down by 244 houses sold to 1,674 sales. That's still up 15% from last year. But although sales went down, what's weird is that our median price point went back up. We went up about $4,500, making our new median price point $480,000. New listings actually went down, so less people are listing homes in November. And again, we're talking in December with November numbers. So new listings went down by 729 new listings, and our total listings were 2,138 new listings. And our median ask price is $510,000, which is up 7.5% from last year. What does that mean? It means that there's more confidence in our sellers market in November, and sellers are asking 510, and our median, that's the median ask price. And being that our median sold price is 480,000, to me that just means a lot of negotiations are taking place and potential opportunities for buyers right now during this volatility. So buyers, take note of what's happening. December tends to be technically a little bit of a slower month, and a lot of people are trying to at least contract by end year, including new builders. So that might be an opportunity for you to get a better incentive or better negotiations going on. Sellers, unfortunately, December tends to be a little bit of a slower month. And as we know, it's due to a lot of the holidays, maybe cold weather, but mainly the holidays, because a lot of people have their minds somewhere else, right? Their minds and time. And that's why we say happy holidays. We have Christmas around the corner, New Year's Eve, New Year's, and all the good stuff about to happen. As far as total units available or houses available for sale, we have 5,570 houses for sale. That's down about 200 listings from last month. So inventory is actually going down, which is creating a little bit of a healthier market. And our effective availability in the reverse actually went up. And it went up to 3.4 months from 3 months supply of inventory. And that's up about 11.5% from last year. So what that means is that although our units available, our houses for sale went down by 200 houses, because our units sold, our sales have gone down, it takes longer to reduce the amount of for sale homes. Thus, the month's availability has gone up to 3.4, and that's how the mathematics work. So that's what's going on. I guess before I give you our opinions and analysis on single families, let's get through the condo market. So units sold kind of following the single family. Condos units sold has gone down by 64 units which is about 3.5%, making the units sold or condos sold 476 condos. Our median price for condos has actually gone down, the opposite of single family residences, to 300, let's call it 300,000. It's 301 and change, but let's call it $300,000, and that's down about $1,400 from last month. Year over year, we're up about almost 10% though, and we'll explain why the median price point actually went down, because a lot has to do with listings and units available. So new listings following the single family trend has gone down by 100 units, making our new listings 729 new listings in November, making units available 1,850 condos available, and that's up 47% from last year, and that's up 57 units available from last month. But what that means is that as we have more availability, that usually means that there's more negotiations, which usually means that prices usually adjust and more negotiations happen, which is why our median price point went down by about $14,000. So it's all supply and demand. Demand has always been solid, but really what's changing is supply. Demand has slowed down a little bit, but it's still healthy because our months availability is 3.9 months, little above what we would call a balanced market. So this favors the buyer. And again, this mathematics is based on units sold going down. So if we have less sales, right, and more units available, our month supply goes up, and we're up to a 3.9 month supply of inventory, which is up 40% from last year. And so with all that being said, there's a bigger opportunity in condos and townhomes than there is in single families potentially. We can see that the median price point has reduced again by $14,000, which is a pretty big percentage, being that our median price point is $300,000. So these are kind of our year-end numbers, guys. And to give you a summary of what's happened in 2024 is that, well, let's start with 2023. 2023 was going up until interest rates went up second quarter, and then it kind of flattened the market, and prices did not go up or down. It kind of stayed steady, and that was 2023. Interest rates actually went up to the 8% mark, and now back down to about the low sixes right now. 2024 happened, and from January, I think buyers just got tired of waiting to purchase and pull the trigger, and so they started buying again, and numbers started going back upwards. So January, February, March, April, May, numbers continued to rise, sales continued to rise, and then the last few months of summer, we had a slowdown and adjustment, and 2 months ago we had a correction of the market going down $5,000, and now we have it going back up $5,000, so we're back where we were. So that correction happened, but it adjusted back to where we were. And so if I was to give you like a visual on that, you know, from 2006, 7, 8 market crash, 9, 10, and since 2010 we've been going straight up all the way until to 2023, which it flattened. 2024 went up, came a little down, and now it's back up to where it was. So that's where we are. So right now, again, I think the message would be to buyers, hey, there's some opportunities right now. And again, although you probably won't close by end year, a lot of sellers, or more so new builders, do want a contract by end year so they can report to corporate America that at least they have sales in the works and contingencies that's about to close early next year. Just to remind you guys, for new builders, there's different type of builds going on right now and different marketing and building strategies. And there's twofold, right? There's, hey, let's build from dirt, which is kind of the original type of builds, which takes 6 to 8 months. You pick a lot, you pick your options, they start building, and then 6 to 8 months later, you get to cut a ribbon and enjoy your home. Now they're doing a lot more spec homes, especially in the affordable price range. Some of them are considered to be move-in ready, where they're adding in refrigerator, maybe washer dryer, blinds, maybe landscaping. And they're doing that a lot with townhomes as well. But these homes are already constructed or in construction, and they're averaging 30 to 60-day closes. If it's fully constructed and ready for move-in, then normally it's a 30-day close. And for you buyers, those are probably where you're going to get the best deals, because builders have the highest pressure to sell anything that's in construction or built versus raw land, which they can sit on. Another strategy that builders have been using is that because land is expensive right now and the market is a little volatile, they can't change and create demand, but they can control supply. And so what they're doing is taking what they have within communities and slowly releasing lots versus releasing a ton of them and then buyers choosing from them. They may release 2, 3 at a time, thus creating buyer lines waiting for those lots, thus changing the shift of supply and demand, favoring the builder. So that way they don't have to reduce price to get buyers to buy. So that's one strategy how builders are selling today, and that is why they are not following the resale market, which is volatile. The new build market is pretty hot, actually. That's one strategy they've used. And the other strategy is incentives. And the incentives that they're offered or offering is they're offering buyers maybe like very low fixed interest rates, all the way down to potentially 3.99%, of which they are actually buying down the interest rate to offset the buyer's concerns about higher interest rates. Thus, why not buy now? And so that's working. They're also offering credits to buyers, and it can be anywhere from 1% to a flat $5,000-$10,000, and I've seen it go all the way up to 6%, especially for builders trying to contract by end year. I know a specific builder offering 6% in buyer credits, and that can be used towards closing cost, interest rate buy downs, or potentially options. The one thing builders don't like to do is slash prices. Very, very seldom will you see prices adjust in the downwards direction, because what it does is affect the entire community. It offsets the buyers that have already recently bought. And then second of all, it affects the appraisal for future buys, thus causing a trend in the downwards direction, which they don't want. So they usually stand firm in pricing or creep it up gradually. And today, because they have created a good, strong market for new builds, they are slowly increasing every week or every month. And this is pretty consistent for most builders. So there you go, buyers. There's an opportunity for you guys dealing with new builds. Hopefully that continues to next year as well. More tips to come on new builds, but that's one of them. But the biggest tip is go consult your realtor, if not us, because they'll know the insights and they'll know how to deal with new builders, because what they may say, what the offer is or what the ask price is not always the case. There is negotiations going on. Sometimes, again, with pricing, but not so much. It's more incentives. Now, with all that being said, if you get a new build that's already constructed and it's a spec home ready to sell, or a escrow that failed to close, there is potential negotiations going on with those, because the upgrades are already picked out. It may not be to exactly one buyer's perfect checklist, but the compromise is maybe they're willing to negotiate. And I've seen them take offers and bend on price a little bit, again, on these fully constructed homes. So talk to your realtor about that. If you're listing a home, I think that inventory will rise. January, February, for sure spring, because a lot of people are waiting to list during that time, which spring tends to be one of the hottest times, seasonal times in real estate. But on the flip side, even though inventory will be added to the market, I think sales will also go up. And if interest rates does go down, I know sales will go up here in Las Vegas, but no one knows what interest rates will be and where it will go until it happens. So we're gonna watch that very closely and keep you guys informed. If you have any questions, please reach out to us, comment below, and then in the future, give us comments on what you want to learn about, because we're happy to accommodate those needs. And we want to put educational content out there that serves you guys and answers your guys' questions. So we are doing a service, which is what this is all about. So put your comments out there, call us, email us, whatever it is with your questions. We're happy to address them. And don't feel like you're going to be pressured into a commitment with a realtor. We're happy to answer those questions, no matter if you plan on using another realtor, have a realtor, or using us. Like, we just want to add value to the world. So there you go. That's the 2024 recap. I look forward to seeing you guys in 2025. I hope you guys have a very nice holiday. I hope you guys have a very nice Merry Christmas, or whatever it is you celebrate, if you celebrate. And I wish you guys also a Happy New Year. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you in 2025.